All right, everyone, get ready for annotating and in the tropics. Remember, you need a pencil. That's it. Please do not use pen because sometimes you want to erase things. Once we solidify what the blocking is, then you're going to highlight your blocking, and that way it doesn't smudge or erase. Cool trick. All right, let's go in the tropics. The first thing that I want you to do is in the space over here, hopefully better than what I'm doing right now, draw a ground plan of the stage. Doesn't have to be perfect. Stage right, stage left. Remember, these are the actors' rights and lefts. The audience will be down here in this area. Okay, so starting off, you will have an acting box over here, down stage left, and that is it. All right, so rather simple. There will be some other props that you are going to have carried with you, and those will be the props that that will be on the prop table. All right, since Mariela is the first one to speak, she will begin by saying scene once everybody is ready. All right, scene. Mariela and Ophelia will be downstage right. Conchita is going to be downstage left near the acting box. All right, so Mariela is going to be looking out into the house, and that's where the ship is going to be docking, is over here. Okay, so is that the ship in the distance? I think it is. It's the only ship that's supposed to arrive this time. Then it must be. I'm so excited. Let me look at the picture again. Okay, so you're right here. I'm just like looking at his face. I think his face is elegant. When Mariela, when you say this, cross halfway to Conchita, and then Ophelia is going to be taking the letter out, and then what's most important is he has good diction. Go ahead and Conchita, you are going to cross the rest of the way to Mariela. Okay. Then, as long as he reads with feeling and gusto, I'm content. Mariela, cross to Ophelia, and that way you can take the picture. Okay. And then Mariela, you're going to take the picture and you're going to cross to downstage left. Okay. That leaves this open for Conchita to cross. So over here, Conchita, cross to Ophelia. You did well, Mama. I don't feel guilty. Right now, Mariela, you should be on downstage left. Felt like sprinkles were coming out of his mouth. So Mariela, at this point, I'm glad. Go ahead and stand on the acting box. That's on downstage left. Ophelia, when your daughter is talking, Ophelia, cross to Mariela. Poor man, he was 80 years old. That he was. Have more respect. He died 3 months ago. Go ahead and take the picture. From Mariela. I'm gonna put it back in your purse. Mariela, you're still on the acting box. Oh, I loved him. Okay. Oh, I loved him like an uncle, like a grandfather. Right here, let's, I'm gonna have you do something to just kind of show that you're making fun, that you're being satirical. So using the acting box. Conchita, you're still on downstage right. That's why I liked him. Go ahead and cross to center, down center. Okay. But it was too much. Go ahead and Mariela, sit at acting box. Okay. Ah, but it was Wuthering Heights. Ah, I want that ah to be long. Ah. And that way you cross to Mariela. Ophelia, when Mariela, going back over here, he couldn't take the poetry. I want Ophelia, you're kind of having it, you're kind of fed up with your daughter. So go ahead and cross back to downstage right to like look to see if he's coming. Okay, so you're looking out. And this is Ophelia or Conchita and Mariela. I hope this new lecture turns out to be as good. Didn't last. Like, remember what I said, the reason why the lecture that took over for Teodoro didn't last. Look, the ship is getting closer. Go ahead and, just before you say this, Mariela, go ahead and stand and cross. And you're crossing quickly because you're excited to downstage right. Okay. And you're gonna like kind of run past your sister. And remember, Conchita's like older, she's married, so she's a little bit more dignified. He's probably gonna bring a lot of books from Spain. Go ahead and take your time, Conchita, to cross to downstage right with everybody else. Okay, because so many people make stops in Cuba. Next page. Okay, there's the ship. Wave your handkerchiefs. You should all be downstage right. Do you see them? All of the men look the same with their hats. Go ahead and Conchita, cross to down right of center. Okay, so you're just moving a little bit so that you can see. And you're kind of walking away from, don't get mad, went that way when Mariela confesses about putting the brown sugar and cinnamon. For what? It's like casting a spell. I told you not to play with fire. And so like this is kind of getting a little heated here. And then Conchita, kind of hear them. I told you about playing with spells, right? And so Conchita, cross quietly in back of Mariela. So cross to Mariela. And Mariela, you are going to be this. Mariela, you are going to be looking at Ophelia. And Ophelia, you are going to be looking at Mariela at this point. Then Conchita's coming up. And that's how witches get started, with brown sugar and cinnamon. And like kind of boogeyman her here. Who's going to hell. And then, did you hear that? And then, Conchita, get a little big here, and you can kind of use the downstage area here on this. So use this right here to cross to downstage center, and then make your way back to then cross to Mariela on this line. She'd ran out there to meet her dead lover. And that way you both are looking at each other. So Conchita and Mariela. Okay. There's no sign of him. During this part, Ophelia, did you hear that? Go ahead and take the time here to kind of stop paying attention to your daughters a little bit and go ahead and cross upstage. So you're crossing upstage of them downstage to downstage left. Okay, so they're kind of downstage right for the most part. So by the time you're here, you're looking kind of off in your downstage left. Mariela, don't say that. I'm so nervous. I think I'm going to pee on myself. Go ahead and cross. You're right here on the cross to Ophelia. Okay. See the man waving the hat? Conchita, start, if you're not already there, go ahead and cross down center. So you guys are kind of spread out a little bit, but Ophelia and Mariela should be downstage left. How is he going to recognize us? I told him to wear a white hat. Oh, Lord. There are more than 50. So on how is he going to recognize us, Mariela? Go ahead and stand on acting block again, like looking for him. Oh, Lord, there's more than 50 women with white hats. Conchita, is that him in the blue suit? Go ahead and cross to Ophelia. No, he's too fat. When you get home, take his name out of the sweet water. Mariela, when your mother kind of scolds you like that. And Ophelia, you don't have to turn her to her when you say this. You can just kind of say it over your shoulder. Oh, Lord, I feel awful. Go ahead, and Mariela, you're going to get off of the acting block and cross to center. So you're still going to be kind of up from them. And then I'm going home. I've ruined it. Whoops. There we go. So on I'm going home, I ruined it. Go ahead and start to exit. And you're going to exit stage right. So start to exit stage right. And then on that, when she starts to exit, Ophelia, go ahead and cross to her. And kind of take her arm like you would just like a child. No, I've ruined it. Come back here. Come back here. You're going to take her and cross with her. Cross with Mariela down center. And the lector is going to enter from stage right. And you guys are having your thing down center. Maria, don't be foolish. Okay, next page. Juan Julian is going to cross down stage right. And Senora Felia, and then you turn to look. The gardenia in your hat, kind of don't like halfway cross halfway to Ophelia Juan Julian. And then Conchita, you should be behind your mama at this point, so you should be on downstage left, and Ophelia should be center. So go ahead and cross to Ophelia. Okay, say yes, mama. That way you're behind her. You kind of push her a little bit, you know, like, because Ophelia is kind of struck by how handsome he is. And so, yes, I am Ophelia. Then go ahead and cross to Juan Julian. Juan Julian Rios at your service. Go ahead and maybe do a little bow. Ophelia, what an honor. And kind of hold your hand out, like to kiss. He's gonna kiss it. What an honor. Like, get a little flustered there. And then, Senor Juan Julian, do you have your luggage? I have to tell the steward I found you. And then go find him. We'll wait here. Juan Julian is gonna exit. Stage right again. And then everybody's going to just kind of turn to Mariela and like look at her, and that'll be the end there. And we'll come up with like some little bits for Mariela and everybody to do, so you guys can create that tension with scolding Mariela. And then since Ophelia has the last line here, Ophelia is going to say end scene, and that will be the end of your final. All right, cool.